guys. It's late, but I can't sleep. I have a lot on my mind. It's been a very busy day, so I'm happy to be at least resting now. Um, with everything that's going on in the world, I have been very busy answering questions and helping um, people that are in my Psychic in Your Pocket group that do the subscription, or um, friends that are like family asking questions, worried about jobs and their health and all these different things. And then I have, unfortunately, people that I'm very close to going through very traumatic life and death situations because of the coronavirus. So it's a lot, as I'm sure it is for everyone. But I was having a conversation with a friend tonight about my gift and about psychic information, and I wanted to explain something. A lot of people think that perhaps I just meditate on the question or contemplate a question and the answer comes to me. It doesn't work like that. When I say that I am going to meditate on something, I have to really focus and zone in and put myself on a or in a concentrative state, to where then visual imagery or symbols or like movies go in front of my eyes or in my mind's eye about the question or the situation that I'm inquiring about. But it takes a lot of energy. And if I am answering a text, like from someone in my subscription group, if I'm in that zone and I read a text and I answer a text, I don't have to meditate on it. I'm in that energy. I'm in that zone. It's like when you think of being in the zone when you're an athlete and you're in the zone, or if you think about when you're working on something and you can feel that you're in the zone. When I'm in the zone and somebody texts me a question, I don't have to meditate. I just take a second and I either hear an answer or I visually see an image that relates to the answer. And I don't have to spend a lot of meditation or a lot of time. But it still takes energy to stay in that zone and to not get out of it. So I really enjoy the subscription individuals' texts, because it keeps me in that zone for those hours that I'm, answering the personal text back to people. If it's a reading, even for the daily texts, I meditate first thing in the morning after I do my prayers, and I ask for God and the angels to give me answers to questions for the people that will be asking me questions, answers for things that will help me to inform my friends who are like family, um, about anything that they need, and of course, answers or guidance to anything that I personally am going through. And I take notes of what comes to mind or what I hear, after I've done that for about 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes more, depending on the number of readings I have to do or just depending on the information that's coming through. But the point of this video is to say it all takes work. It's not like I just open a spiritual book or I ask the question in my mind and then I just automatically get answers. It doesn't work like that unless I'm already in that zone. And a lot of people may not understand the idea of when I say it takes energy, but it takes energy the same way it takes you energy to walk on a treadmill or run on a treadmill, or the same way it takes you energy to speak in front of a group of people at work, or the same way it takes energy to work on a project for work, or it takes energy to do a presentation, or it takes energy to lift weights. It takes energy for me to do those things. So sometimes I don't always get to everyone's question, but it's not because I'm ignoring it or I've dismissed it or it's not important to me. It's just that there's so many things that I'm kind of looking into to help people with right now that it takes me a day or two to get to something sometimes, because I don't want to just give someone an answer when I'm not in that zone, or give someone an answer to answer. I want to really give the person's individual question the appropriate amount of attention, um, and give the best quality work that I can give. And so sometimes that means I have to put something off for a little bit. But again, it's not because I don't care or I'm ignoring it or one question is more important than the other. It's just because there's one of me and roughly about 40 people that typically are inquiring or asking me questions per day, starting as early as 7 in the morning until sometimes 10 o'clock at night right now with what's going on. And I'm okay with that. It by no means am I complaining. I just want people to understand that it does take energy and time and consideration. It's not something as easy as sitting at a piano and playing a piece of music if you know that piece of music. Unless, like I said, I'm already in the zone and I've been asked a bunch of questions, I can quickly disconnect the energy from one person and clear that energy out, and then connect to the energy of the next person and get the answer quickly. If I've already done the prep work, so to speak. So I wanted to explain that a little bit and say that, every little bit helps. Some people aren't getting readings right now because they don't have jobs or they are being particularly careful with their money. So I too feel those effects. But I'm so grateful that I can offer the Psychic in Your Pocket, which I think is affordable to everyone for $10 a month. And I do have a couple more spaces open for that if people are interested. And I am still doing readings. Please remember, that's how I make my living, and I don't receive any help from the government. So that is my bread and butter, as they speak. As they say. And I take it very, very seriously, and I'd love to get to a point where I don't have to charge people. I would do this for free because this is where my heart is. I want to make a living doing some other creative endeavors and really do this for free. Not because I think it's bad to receive money for what I'm doing, because I work hard at it, but because I want to be accessible to everyone, and I want to do it solely as an act of doing what I believe is my purpose and my connection in life with God and with serving others. the best way that I know how and in the way that I feel most connected to God. So I hope this helps people understand a little bit. Know that I love you all dearly. Know that you're more than welcome to text me and ask me questions. Please join the subscription group if you'd like to do that regularly, because $10 helps me. And again, I think it's very fair to ask for that per month. And please continue to get readings so I can give you an in-depth look at anything that you may be concerned about. Please stay at home, wash your hands, and understand that this virus is very serious. It took the life of a dear friend of mine that was very healthy, actually was a physical trainer, and he's no longer here. So there are things about this virus that the medical field does not even understand, that they're continuing to learn, and I'm continuing to learn energetically, but I do know firsthand how deadly it is and that we should all take it serious. I love you all, and I wish you a good night, and I look forward to helping people tomorrow. Good night.